Hey Glitterbugs, it's Kamio here with my first Kaz video for this selection challenge. I'm hoping to have the first video up after Valentine's or perhaps on the same day if I happen to speed through the first episode. At the moment here, I'm just kind of designing the characters' clothes. So as part of the selection challenge, for those of you who don't know what it's about, it's basically The Bachelor on steroids with glittering gowns and tiaras. It takes inspiration from the Bachelor challenge, which is on the Sims forum, as well as the TV show, and this challenge also takes inspiration from the books by Kiera Cass, which are called the Selection Challenge. So go and read those books if you have not read them. They are amazing. Go educate yourselves. You will not regret it. So at the moment here, we're actually designing the prince's twin brother. So I couldn't really decide what look I kind of wanted to go for with him. Yeah, here we go. Henry, Christian. They're twins. They're identical as well, if you haven't been able to tell. So I couldn't really decide which way I wanted to go with the brothers, whether I wanted the prince who's actually the prince for the selection challenge, whether I wanted him to be more serious or whether I wanted him to kind of be a bit of a wild child and a bit of a black sheep compared to the others in his family, and have Henry kind of be a bit more nerdy and a bit more committed to the philosophy of the family. So you'll see me switching back and forth between the two ideas for the brothers, and eventually I do settle on Christian being the more wild black sheep of the family, with Henry being that nerdy guy, because that was the original concept I came up with and I just really happen to love it. So I'm playing around with clothes here at the moment with Henry. I really do like this black outfit, and I end up actually putting it on Christian. Yeah, I'm mucking around a little bit here, just trying to figure out how I want the boys to look. I really don't want them to look like their father. Their father is Julius Colazzo, and he was the prince in my first season of the Selection Challenge. So if you have not read my first season of the Selection Challenge, I have put a link in the description box down below. It's a series of chapters. I think there's 51 that I've put on the forums, on the Sims website, so go check it out if you want to sort of find out about how Julius and his wife Skye got together. They are some of my favorite Sims. They have had the most amazing and sweet marriage, so really go ahead, check out how they got together, how confusing it was for them. We had 18 girls all living in the same household. It was utter insanity. I am not doing that this time around. So what I'm going to be doing with the households this time with the selection challenge is the girls are going to be living out of the palace. So there are currently 5 households. We will probably end up with 6, and they're going to basically visit the prince in rotation so that he gets to know all of the girls without sort of having them in the castle and me having to worry about controlling them all. I am hoping to have parties with all of them there, but we'll have to see how that works with the in-game mechanics, because I'm pretty sure there's a 20 Sims cap off, and well, it's a bit of a problem because we have 6 Sims in the royal family and 32 girls. So I don't know if you can do math, but that sounds closer to 38 than it does to 20. So we could run into some problems, but I will make it work, and we will see in the next few episodes just how I manage to pull it off. So as you can see at the moment here, I'm just sort of mucking around with Christian's outfits. I did want the royal family to sort of have a theme of cream or champagne color, if you're getting technical, and white, but it just really didn't kind of suit what I was wanting to go for with Christian. And like I said, in the first selection series with his father Julius, he wore a lot of those creams and a lot of those whites, and I really wanted to differentiate Christian from his father. And so I love that white and gold outfit, but I put Christian in the black just because it's a bit more different. Yeah, I wanted him to stand out, and that's a nice outfit there. We like showing off our belly. Yeah, I did really want him to stand out and be different, so that's why he's kind of gone with more of a black theme. I think it's kind of cool, you know, he's standing up for himself, differentiating himself from his father and his mother, and kind of saying, you know what guys, really respect what you've done with the the kingdom, but I'm going to put my own stamp on it when my time comes. And good on him for being that strong-willed. As you can see, he's only a teenager in game at the moment because I am playing it through. We will see his grandfather Matthias at some point. Unfortunately, Matthias is not going to be in the second season. He is going to pass away before then. So I'm just sort of playing that out at the moment because I'm wanting to skill up Christian and Henry and their sisters and just kind of play that out up until the point of the selection series. So I'm going to be doing that over the next couple of days. I think I'm picking his outfit here. So as part of the selection challenge, there is a ball, or I guess party, held every Friday or Saturday night depending on how I feel, and the first one's going to be a costume party. So everyone who submitted a girl for this challenge, they've done it on the forums. I've put a link down in the description box below. It does close on the 14th of February, sort of in celebration of Valentine's Day. But if you see this video and you manage to get in before then, go for it. Include a girl. I would love to have them be a part of this challenge. And as part of it, the creators of the girls had to pick an outfit for a costume party. So at the moment I'm debating, whether I'm going to make him some Egyptian prince or a vampire. And I'm pretty sure I ended up settling on him being a vampire for the party, just because the vampire game pack that came out is amazing. I love it. I have got a challenge based on the vampire game pack. It's called the Vampire Family Challenge. All the videos are on my challenge, so you can go ahead and check them out if you're wanting to see a bit more of my content. So I really darkened his eyes up because I really kind of wanted to go vampiric for him. I did attempt to make his skin tone lighter, but yeah, we didn't go for that. I just decided he'd be a bit of a laughable vampire with lovely yellow bright skin. So here I'm officially settling on the fact that Henry's going to be a bit more of the nerdy brother, so I'm just trying to pick an outfit that's not overly nerdy, but that is different enough from Christian, with a vibe of a little bit more, I guess he's a little bit more proper, he's a little bit more serious. As you can see, as a teenager, he has the genius and cheerful traits. So I'm kind of hoping for him to be a bit of a loud larrikin who likes to hit the books. If that's not a weird combo, I don't know what is. So yeah, in the end, I decided that he's going to wear this white and gold tuxedo because it's more traditional for what the family sort of goes for. So I'm really kind of keen that he's going to be wearing that and kind of honoring the family tradition of creams and whites. I'm just changing his hair here at the moment because for whatever reason the game didn't populate all of the other outfits with the hair that I chose, and I realized it's because I actually got the hair in his original everyday wear different from his second one, which was causing problems. I went for this taller updo which just did not work, and I couldn't figure out what looked so different. I really puzzled over that for quite a while, so you'll see me doing that in a little bit in this video. As for his pajamas for Henry, like I said, I wanted to go a little bit more nerdy, a little less, yeah, I'm attractive and I know it. So I really loved this blue top, but I couldn't find the pants that go with it. So he ends up with these dark blue pants in the bottom, you'll see here, because I don't know, it made sense to me at the time. Yeah, so I think I'm picking his party wear here, and I actually go for a really classical kind of vintage themed outfit, like they'd wear in the Victorian era, because I don't know, it looked cool to me. And just finishing up with his swimwear here, and we will jump across and see his mother soon. I'm just switching through all the outfits, making sure I'm happy with everything. You saw the black t-shirt and the black pants that I originally had on Henry just then, because I've kind of switched them up and settled on what I'm doing with them as characters. So as part of this selection challenge, for those of you who are interested and haven't read the challenge rules down below, the girls will be living in separate households, and what happens is the prince is going to go around to all the different households throughout the first couple of episodes, get to know all the girls, and whoever he has, I guess, the strongest relationships will be staying, and the girls that he didn't really connect with will be going home. So as you can see here, this is Skye, the winner of the first selection challenge. She was created by Irish Song on the forums. Irish Song has been an amazing simmer. I have loved having her follow me, and Skye has been such a blessing in this family. She is one of my all-time favorite sims, and I don't say that lightly. This is a custom content dress. I try not to use a lot of custom content, but I've got quite a bit of it in game at the moment. I probably will end up removing it, but I do like to keep it there just to change up the dresses for the selection series, just because it gets a little boring if the girl wears the same dress to every single ball that you see. So I'm just making sure that Skye's actually wearing her engagement ring. I mean, she's been married for a while now by the time of this selection challenge, but shh, details. So I was wanting to go for a bit more of a casual hairstyle for her nighttime wear, and I think I just end up going with the hairstyle that she wears all day. As you can see, she's a really unique beauty, and I think that's what really attracted me to her. At the same time, Skye was also the first girl out of 18 that Julius had full friendship and romance with, and she was the first girl that he had the soulmate status with. So I'm just a little bit fond of Skye, if you haven't picked up already. Here's her wedding dress that she wore. There's a few pictures from the wedding in the story that I did for it in the description box down below. Go check it out if you're interested in seeing what their wedding was like. This is like I said, this is a custom content dress that I absolutely love, and it is definitely staying in my game for now. I'm just trying to decide whether she has the bit of the, more of the reddish top end. I think I decide that's the way we're going. As part of Skye, she does tend to wear this heart necklace. So when Irish Song submitted Skye to the first selection challenge, Skye had a bit of a broken past. She'd been with a guy before, they'd had a kid and she'd lost the kid, and the partner had passed away as well. So this necklace is kind of a reminder of that life, and I like to think that she still wears it now, even though she's happy with Julius, she's got amazing kids. It's just kind of a reminder of where she was and how far she's come. She's the queen of Windenburg now, and she could not have a more idyllic lifestyle. She's just it's been so amazing just to kind of see her development throughout the story. And yeah, here we go. So this is Julius. He looks a little older now because obviously he's got adult children, or he's about to by the time of the challenge, and I really wanted to update his outfit. I loved that look on him, but it just didn't suit him now that he's a little bit older. So I'm going through and getting rid of those outfits that were kind of meant for Julius when he was younger and was the prince of the selection challenge and not the father of the prince. So I'm just going through here picking outfits. I do quite like that, but I think it's a little too vampiric for me. I think we end up going with a white or black outfit. I'm not sure. We'll see what I pick. Oh yeah, here we go. I went with this black one. For some reason, this suit jacket with that, I don't know what it's called. Is it a scarf? For some reason, that just feels a lot older to me, so I tend to stick my older adult Sims in that suit jacket for whatever reason. And I wanted to change up his hair, and I really struggled with this. It didn't make sense for me that he would still have the same hair that he had as a young adult when he was the young prince looking for love. But at the same time, the outfit, the hairs that I had to pick for him, he looks so old, and he looks so different to the Julius that I'd loved, and I don't know, I wasn't ready for him to look so different and to grow up this way. And man, guys, I was feeling the nostalgia. I don't often have my Sims age up and eventually pass away, so this is hard for me, accepting that we're moving on from Julius and Skye and moving on into future gameplay with his son Christian and twin brother Henry and the girls of the selection challenge season 2. And yeah, I was really feeling this one and really struggling with the look I wanted to go for. I kept sort of going back and forth between the hairstyle that his dad had when Julius was going through the selection challenge, but eventually I go back to the original one that I'd kind of settled on because it looked a little bit older, and I don't know, I felt like it still captured a little bit more of Julius. Oh, the talk about the nostalgia, guys. Sorry, I just got a text message there from my real estate agent. Oh, fun times. Yeah, so I quite like this hairstyle here. He still feels like who he is, but he does feel older, and eventually I get rid of the laugh lines because he just looked too old, and I decided, you know what, he had kids young. He is allowed to look youthful. It is okay. So here we have Amelia Collazo. I wanted to go for a sort of classic look for her, and I do end up settling on this CC dress for her. Like I said, I'm trying to avoid it, but obviously you can see I didn't really stick to my guns with it. Amelia is the elder sister of Christian and Henry. I originally debated doing an all-guys selection with her being the princess in it. If, like I said before, if you had read the selection series, got it right that time, go and check it out because there is a sequel to it which is called The Crown, which features the daughter of the prince and the princess that he chooses. It is all about guys, but I didn't really want to go down that path. I thought there was something really cute about the idea of Christian and Henry as twins and kind of exploring what that could mean as part of the selection series. So at the moment I'm trying to pick Amelia's costume for the costume party that will be held as the first, I guess, report or ball for the selection series. I have included a link in the box down below for the challenge rules if you want to check them out, so you understand a little bit more what I'm on about, but you should be able to follow along without doing it. I'm trying to decide what I wanted her to be. Was I sort of wanting to go for Sleeping Beauty? Was I wanting to go for more of like an Elsa vibe? So here I'm debating maybe Elsa, that could kind of suit her. Or I've got down here, I kind of debated maybe making her like a shipwreck survivor or something like that, but it just didn't, the vibe just didn't feel right. I actually really struggled trying to figure out what I wanted her to be. In the end, I do really like the costume that we went with, but it takes a little while for me to get there. I ended up going onto Google to find out what I wanted to do. I'm not even kidding you. I googled blonde costume ideas. That's how crazy I was about trying to figure out what she can be. If you can't tell, costume ideas are not my strong suit. I had all of the simmers who have I guess offered up girls for the second series create costumes for their girls, because I really love the idea of a costume party. I personally love them. I went to so many for my 21st, or when I turned 21, which is a while ago now. So here you can kind of see I'm going for a black shiny outfit, black shiny pants. I'll see if you can figure out who she is. I won't tell you right until the end. I'll see if you can guess who I've designed her after. Seriously, Google blonde costumes if you want to see, because it's like the third result. Yeah, so as part of the costume party, which is going to be the first ball, there are quite a few simmers that have come up with really cool ideas. There's a girl who's an elf, there's a girl who's going as a fairy, I think there's a few girls going as witches, there's cowboys, farmers, someone's going as an alien, I think another girl is going as a vampire in honor of the new vampire pack, which is amazing. Oh my goodness, you have got to get it. If you don't have it, go and check out my YouTube channel, because I do have other videos up where I feature the vampire pack in it. It's called the Vampire Family Challenge, and I have really enjoyed playing it. I think I'm up to the 3rd or 4th episode now. Anyway guys, look, we're getting to the end of this video, and if you haven't guessed who she is meant to be based after Sandy from Grease. If you haven't watched Grease, go watch it. I give her this gigantic poofy hairstyle, which I absolutely love, and just seems to really suit Sandy from Grease in the final scene. And you can see I love it. It's such a great hairstyle. Look, anyway guys, we are coming to the end of the video. I hope you're having a wonderful time wherever you are in the world, and I will see you soon. Bye!